I've not seen feet like that since Michael fucking Jackson. Tremendous. Newcastle United winning 4-0 in the Champions League. The biggest victory in absolutely donkeys. Our first away victory in the Champions League since what, Leverkusen, back with the likes of Amiobi on the scene. Unbelievable, absolutely fantastic tonight. You could make an argument for most of the players, to be honest, being man of the match. To a T, I thought Newcastle United were absolutely brilliant. Nick Pope made some absolutely crucial big saves during the match. Thumbs up to him, because it must have been a difficult situation coming off, obviously, what happened at the weekend against Arsenal. But throughout the team, I thought the defence, again, the defence has been the success story of this season, no doubt about it. The attack struggled. The attack has obviously had some major work. We've gone from, a Ferrari engine to, BMW engine. It's going to take a little bit of tuning, you would have thought. But today, I finally thought that attacking-wise, we actually clicked. We looked a unit. We looked exciting. And it was definitely one of the best performances of the season from an attacking point of view. Defensively, brilliant. Malik Chow, what a fucking signing. Unbelievable. Somebody at Bayern Munich's probably got a problem with the price that we paid for him, but Jesus wept. Unfucking believable. Amazing. Pace, power, aerial ability, quick with his feet, quick getting about the park. He's got literally the complete package. And there was no wonder that Fabian Schär was so desperate to play on, knock after knock, concussion after concussion, playing in the next game, not wanting to lose his space, because he must have seen what we all seen tonight. And that was, and all knew as soon as Malik Chow got in the side, he was going to stay in the side and stay definitely part of the Newcastle United scenery, the Newcastle United furniture for many, many years to come. Serenaded at the end, and rightfully so. I thought Sven Botman, absolutely fantastic beside him. It's just great to see him back, isn't it? Absolutely fucking brilliant that lad is back and back to his best. And touch wood, he deserves a run. He deserves a run so much. We've missed him, and he's back to his absolutely very, very best. Him and Chow look some partnership, and it's going to take some work for Fabian Schär, Dan Burn, or Jamal Lascelles to force a win past them two lads, to be honest. On either side, the fullbacks today, Dan Burn left back. You know me, I love Dan Burn. I think he's absolutely fucking cracking. He will forever be immortalised, as far as I'm concerned, for what he did at Wembley. Not his best game, to be honest. He's playing left back, out of position, but he's doing a job for the shirt, a job for the badge, and many others could actually learn of his commitment and his passion and his dedication to all things Newcastle United. On the other side, Kieran Trippier. What can you say about Kieran Trippier? You can see why they want to give him another year contract. His experience, his expertise, his crossing ability is still absolutely fantastic, and he does a job. He's filling in now for at least the next 6 to 8 weeks. While Tino gets better, get better soon and get better right. Tino Livramento. Defence, absolutely and utterly fucking brilliant tonight again. Midfield, we played the three. We went for our strongest possible midfield, selection. Tonali. Again, it's difficult picking a man in the match tonight. It really, really is. Bruno, I thought, not that he's very, very best, but still more than decent enough performance. Joe Linton, again, you can't really knock it. You can't really complain. He had chances to be able to score in the game as well. But Tonali, got to be talking about Tonali. A definite contender for man of the match. Unbelievable. Shots away, getting around the edge of the box, being a menace all game. He had a couple of off passes towards the end, but we can forgive him for that. I thought his performance was absolutely brilliant and just what the doctor ordered. Eddie Howe talking about goals from midfield. Sandro Tonali is your man. Was unlucky with the first one as well, wasn't he? Because Big Nick, but we'll get to Big Nick in a minute. And then for the first time, we've been able to call on Woltemade, Gordon, and Anthony Elanga being able to start. And now it's early days. It's a blossoming, partnership, a blossoming new attacking machine for Newcastle United. But the signs were definitely there. Elanga, he blows hot and cold. He's quick as shit. He really, really is. He's so, he's just rapid. He is so rapid. Sometimes his decision making doesn't lead him to stray. Yeah, it does. But I thought today he was full of menace, full of purpose. Stuck to the task, and we looked great. It looked really, really good. So definitely one of his better games. He was up there, and, Barcelona, maybe? Yeah, Barcelona. Let me know down below what you think about Anthony Elanga. But the green shoots of recovery were definitely there to be seen tonight, I thought, for Elanga on the right-hand side. Gordon seemed to be playing with a little bit of a bee in his bonnet, a little bit of a point to prove. There's the England squads coming up as well very, very shortly. The competition is fierce out on that side, so it's timely to get a brace, you know, this evening. And I thought apart from the goals that he scored tonight, he was full of busy, he was full of purpose. He was all over the pitch, and what he was trying was coming off more often than not, and that's got to be a positive sign going forward for Anthony Gordon. He's a huge player for us, absolutely huge. Don't underestimate that, and great to see him back somewhere near towards his best after, you know, a frustrating start and probably a frustrating end of the season as well, to be honest. And then that gets me on to Big Nick. Like I touched upon at the beginning of the video, best feat since Michael fucking Jackson. Isaac, who exactly? Another goal tonight. Now you can say he was lucky, and he probably was, but his hold-up play was fantastic. He had them absolutely bamboozled. They didn't know whether to stick or twist their defence at times. But for such a great man, it's just fantastic to watch him with his feet. And it feels like two players that are sort of moulded together. But he was absolutely utterly brilliant today, and he deserved his little bit of luck that he got for the goal. But you've got to be in those places, in the right places at the right time as a striker to be able to get the goals. It doesn't matter how they go in, as long as they do go in, and they go in tonight. And like I say, absolutely fantastic. We'll give a shout out because I have given a little bit of grief for Asula, but today for the goal, I just felt he had a great run, great turn, got his head up at the right time, which has been a criticism that I have landed at his feet previously. Got his head up, played an absolutely delicious ball through to Harvey Barnes, and pleased for Harvey Barnes. Again, another player who has been nowhere near his best in a Newcastle United shirt this season. He's always relied on his numbers. His assists and his goals have always been his standout, thing for him. This season, no assists, no goals, and it wasn't looking very great. For him to get one tonight, look, it's not the greatest opposition in the world with the greatest of respect, but they're a Champions League side. You've got to give them a certain amount of respect. And we scored a fourth. We could have had a fifth. We could have had more goals. There's no doubt about it, but we will take four. Sandro Tonali, getting that shot. It was really Sandro's goal, wasn't it? As far as I was concerned, when I watched it first time, Sandro's goal. It goes in off Woltemade. Either which way, the two fucking class players. Woltemade has been officially credited with the goal, but it was all Tonali, wasn't it? Let's face facts. 2 penalty kicks from Gordon, and then the 1 goal as well from Harvey Barnes. A clean sheet. That is just what we do these days. We either draw Castle or we just keep clean sheets, But today, finally, able to put out our strongest attacking free, and I just thought we looked different gravy. We looked a step above our opposition, and we thoroughly deserved the points. And they were definitely in the big scheme of things. It's great for the Champions League campaign. You probably need 4 victories to be able to get through. That takes the pressure off. We've obviously got home games coming up. These lot actually destroyed PSV. We've got PSV coming up, so you would suggest that would be a good sign. We've got Benfica and stuff as well. We've definitely got some games there that are where we can, win and get the victories up. And I'm hoping as well, praying, everything crossed, that we use the momentum from this evening and the positive energy and the belief of we can score goals. We take that into the weekend's game. And I said before, it was a huge week. Get a victory in this game, get a victory at the weekend. We go into the international break buoyed, full of confidence, and looking to take the next part of the season on and looking always ever upwards in the Premier League. And that's what happened. We've got the first part of it. It's going to happen the second part. I'm confident now. I'm really, really confident. Anthony Elanga up against his old side. Will there be rotation? Look, for tonight, those are questions really for another day. We now celebrate an absolutely fantastic 4-0 away performance in the Champions League. We've got the campaign off in Europe in absolutely great style. The Newcastle United fans coming through loud and proud and passionate in the away end there. And I tell you what, we'll be taking in a Champions League away game as well very, very shortly on Magpie 24/7. I'll leave it there. Take care. Keep it tuned. Up the mags. Speak to you later.